Alright, well, let's keep continuing on, I guess. Oh right, I forgot that this is locked. Let's not do that. Buttons. Where were we? Okay, so we finished stuff. Right. So I guess I'm gonna go to the tavern? Okay, there's Antique Shop Boy. Let's go to Tavern Customers. The Legend of the Witch.
Don't talk about the witch in the tavern. It makes the atmosphere take a turn for the worse.
I hear she uses special powers to watch our every move. It's not my fault if you get cursed.
How's your love life these days, by the way, lady?
You heard her. It's for your own good to have nothing to do with the witch.
Alright, so they're like very anti-witch, which is not surprising. More witch.
The witch is the cause of all the bad things. My parents and their parents and their parents have said that all along. The witch can read minds and instigate fights among the townspeople. I heard she controlled beasts and had them attack the town. No one talks about it anymore, but they said she lived in the forest until a while ago. I honestly don't even want to see her.
So even the rumor that she used to live in the forest, eh? Okay. Man of the Hawk. Ah, you.
Lord Olgar's a wonderful lord. He may be scary, but beasts must be disciplined by force. I don't know about the Lady of the Wolves. I don't want to know about the wolves at all. I'm satisfied with my life right now. That's why if the Lady of the Wolves wants to try something funny, I won't like it.
Sounds like you haven't given her a chance, though, sir. So how do you know that? You're like, things are good. Could they be better? I don't need to know. Hello, old man.
Oh, something rare, you say? Well, I do have many things. Hairpins, bracelets, rings, piercings, chokers. I have gone to many places, carrying many things. There was a rare projecting kaleidoscope. I wonder when it was. I sold it to a young man while traveling by ship some time ago.
Oh, really? When you say some time ago, how long ago was this? Old man? Old man? I have questions for you. So are you insinuating you're the merchant that sold that kaleidoscope to Hokage, but now Hokage's been reborn, right? I just don't know. I just don't know anything anymore. What to do? I went to the town square and the tavern in search of information on the Kaleidovia. It's one thing if I'm on a job, but coming here and not drinking makes it kind of awkward. I stood next to the door while thinking about what to do. But the tavern was the ideal place to gather information. It was easy to talk to people as their tongues were loosened by the alcohol. If only I was with someone else. As if someone read my mind, the entrance was flung open. Hello? Oh, Levi. You again, eh?
Hey! What are you doing here?
I'm here to gather information on... Did you run here?
No.
He started running as soon as he saw you, Jed. What are you, a dog?
Aww, why so excited to see me? It's because of that moment we shared in the alleyway, Levi. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone.
Don't say that!
Oh, Levon, you're here too. Did you two just finish up work?
Yeah. We finished earlier, so we were talking about coming here for a drink.
Since I didn't drink, I didn't know how it felt to get a swig in before dinner. But seeing how the tavern was still bustling, even as the fog was beginning to descend, it must be a big source of entertainment. That's perfect. Mind if I join?
I don't mind, but...
You're welcome to join. The booze will taste better with you around, Jed.
The three of us sat down and gave our orders. Naturally, I ordered food instead of a drink, but the other two ordered ale. You really like that stuff, don't you?
Sure hits the spot after work, I tell you.
I have to agree with that.
I don't get it, but you both sound like old men.
Don't insult us when you don't understand.
Jed, what did you order? Alcohol?
No way. Just almonds. Levon breathed a sigh of relief. He was treating me like a child, but when it came to drinking, it couldn't be helped. Now, like, do you not drink out of choice, or do you get drunk really quick, Jed? And that's why you're like, you know, I'm just not gonna touch it. That's all the same to everyone. Although, I guess if her eye changes color when she gets excited, probably, you know, not having alcohol in the system will help her to keep a better check on her emotions than if she gets drunk, so maybe that's why she doesn't drink alcohol. That would make sense. The ale and almonds arrive quickly and have a toast. The ale and the almonds have a toast, or we're having a toast with the ale and the almonds?
What do we toast to, Levon?
Nothing in particular. To our daily labors.
That's so boring. Then to our daily labors and our brotherly bonds.
Hear, hear. We all spoke cheers in unison. Although I was holding a bowl of almonds, I was sure they understood the sentiment. Levi chugged it all down and gave a satisfied sigh. What am I looking at? Why does this boy have all the nice rings? Hello? What is it with you and your fancy-ass jewelry, sir? I want to go where you go. Did you get it from the antique shop? Okay, so we got frogs going on. Frogs and almonds. Is that a pineapple bowl? Why? Of all things, a pineapple bowl?
Ah, I live for this moment.
I agree, but you do sound like an old man, like Jed said.
The two were in high spirits. They laughed while ordering the next round.
Who cares about age? A man ages like fine wine. That's exactly why you gotta understand the taste of booze.
As a matter of fact, I couldn't do either of those things.
If it were that simple, no one would have a hard time. You're only a man if you fulfill your societal duties and protect your family.
That's not the right answer when we're drinking, Levon.
I think I know what he means. Levon is always too uptight about these things.
He's been worse recently. It's all about duty this and pride of the clan that.
That's because we're in a position that's closely watched by others. You need to get that through your head.
Levon, you're starting to resemble Mother.
I see that too.
Look, you two.
The second round of drinks arrived. They both quickly drank it down. Aren't you two drinking a bit too fast? You sure you're okay?
This is like water to us. And Levi...
Mind if I take an almond?
Go ahead.
Listen to me!
There, there. The three of us are here, so let's talk about some memories.
Memories? It was difficult to think of one on the spot. The three of us had always been close ever since we were children.
For example, we used to catch frogs in the forest a lot.
Ah, hence the frogs. Got it. Yeah. Now that you mention it, that did happen. Frogs, snakes, caterpillars.
Forget those bugs. I'm surprised you grabbed them with your bare hands.
Levi, you don't like bugs?
He'll never not be afraid of them. He still screams at the sight of spiders, just like Mother.
I feel you there, Levi.
I said forget the bugs already! Speaking of which, I just remembered. Mother got really mad at us when we caught a frog and brought it back to the manor.
That's because you put the frog into her shoe. I've never seen her so mad.
I think that was the first and last time Francisca lectured us all night.
Really? I don't remember.
You probably erased it from your memory out of fear.
That's possible.
We were scolded until the next morning. How could you forget that?
Crap. Was it really that bad? I feel bad for not remembering it now. Hold on.
And that's when the third round of drinks arrived. Levi drank it as if he were trying to get rid of a distraction.
Exploring the forest was a daily thing for us.
Huh? Are we done talking about Mother getting mad?
You might be happier if you just forget it.
Why didn't you keep talking until I remembered? Well, whatever, I guess. So what about it? Oh yeah, the exploring.
The snow wasn't as thick as it was now. We weren't yelled at as long as we stayed near the town.
Oh, that's right. The fog did get thicker, but the snow wasn't that bad. But the forest was real creepy when the fog was thick. It was horrible during that time we went to search for the witch.
It was just another children's rumor, but we were always cautioned away from the furthest parts of the forest because of the witch.
The word witch made my heart jump. It seemed that my memory of these things was rather hazy. I did remember going exploring a few times, but not this clearly. Kind of strange that all your guys' memories are hazy. Levon seems to remember the most out of all of you. Maybe I was so afraid of the word witch that I completely forgot about it. Wanting to change the subject, I suggested another episode from our memories. Remember how we went out searching in town only to come back late into the night?
That's right! We had to find one secret of the town and then bring it to the square.
In the end, none of us found anything even after it got dark.
This town is the last place to have any secrets. Kids really had the wildest imaginations, huh?
And all three of us got lectured by Mother.
Wait, why were we getting yelled at all the time?
Now you remember? As we talked, their fourth and fifth rounds of alcohol were emptied. By now they were both in high spirits, and we continued talking even more about past memories. It might have all been ordinary and uninteresting to others, but it made me realize that we spent a whole lot of our lives together.
Looking back now, the way I imagined our future wasn't that far off, so it's pretty funny.
The future?
I thought that Levon would be all about work, like Mother. And Jed, you probably wouldn't look any different even after growing up.
You're trying to say I'm puny?
Jed, you always faced reality for what it was and would be the most mature. Looking at you now, you're exactly that.
Levi, you may look different, but you haven't changed on the inside at all.
Yeah, like how you hate bugs.
Is there really a need to bring that up again?
Levon, you're usually kind to everyone, but you're pretty harsh on your own family. If that's an expression of your love, then you haven't changed at all, just like Levi.
Levon may be smiling all the time, but he's always keeping his distance from everyone.
I don't like it when I come up in these talks about our memories.
The three of us laughed. I was struck with a weird feeling, talking about our days past as if they were only yesterday. I could only assume this was how it felt when you went down memory lane. I didn't have a single drop to drink, and yet the memories kept coming like a deluge.
Things never change. Not this town or us.
There are lots of parts that did change, but if you ask me which, I don't think I could tell you right away.
It's so strange. Yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it? Has anything changed? Think about it, guys. Really think about it. Has anything changed? Are you stuck in a loop? I need answers. In the end, our meeting was disbanded before the fog got thicker.
I already said that our day would be shorter today, and I don't want Mother to worry.
Yeah, I don't want to get lectured until morning again.
I don't think that'll happen. The two of them always brought up Francisca's cooking or lecturing, but when all was said and done, they cared about their mother. To me, they loved her just as I did. That's why her name always comes up when we talk about our memories. I wondered if this was what it means to be a mother. Although I wasn't related to her by blood, I felt that we did share a bond. Maybe I should go see Francisca before going home.
That would be nice. She'd love to see you.
But whatever you do, don't say you're hungry.
I'm full up on almonds. And thus, I made it to the manor.
Levi? What is the meaning of this?
Huh?
Huh?
Is there going to be another lecture?
Francisca was waiting at the entrance and she was obviously angry.
Huh? What? I didn't catch a frog or anything.
Frog? What are you talking about?
The three of us looked at each other.
You left an important document in your room. I told you to read it today. Not only that, you left the window open. The wind knocked over the ink and it spilled all over the paper.
Levi.
Levi, you're at fault here.
Huh? Oh, is that all? I was wondering what it was about.
What do you mean, is that all? Do you know what you did, Levi?
Oh, he's done for. Right when I thought that, Levon also whispered to himself the same thing I was thinking.
No, that's not what I meant.
Very well. You wanted a lecture, so you will get one. Come to my room. I will take my time with this one.
Wait, no! Hey, you guys!
I don't know how to defend you.
Please! I thought we were buddies! We were just reminiscing about the good old days earlier!
Good luck, Levi.
Ah!
Francisca dragged him away to a room on the other side of the manor. It was a misunderstanding, but what he did with the document couldn't be denied. No matter what we say to Francisca, she'll just be reminded of that incident with the frog and get mad about it. I heard later that Francisca's lecture lasted the longest it ever had. As for me, I realized I had completely forgotten about my initial goal of gathering information. Kinda thought you did. Good job, girl. Well, at least they got drunk and had fun. I'm just gonna check here. I don't think I need to go here and get stuff yet, but I'm just gonna look real quick. Okay, still the same things. I couldn't remember if it was this map or the next map that I need to make sure I do. So, anyway, that's what we need to do to continue. Let's go to people in the stalls first.
Lady Francisca is always considerate of our livelihood. She's a kind-hearted leader. The Lord of the Hawks simply does what he wants. Who knows what he'll do to you if you defy him even a little? Just leave it at that. You don't know who could be listening in on us.
That's a smart lady right there. Discreet, you could say. Hey, it's my girlfriend. Oh, interesting. She's answering this as if it's not Jed talking to her. So, are we, like, a character as well that goes around and gets, like, little interviews with everybody? Because I have been wondering that for a little bit. Since, you know, even the Hawk guys will talk to us about, you know, their thoughts on things. So maybe we're the ghost. We're the Ashen Hawk.
Ah, of course I know. I really like him. The handyman is really cute, so I gave him a wig, too. Even as a woman myself, I got jealous at how cute he looked in it. I hope he'll wear that wig again soon.
Well, your wish may come true, lady. Oh, you again, eh, buddy?
Wild herbs. Lawrence always uses them for cooking. I can't help it. I'm a child, so I can't cook for myself. I could do it if I put my mind to it. I'd properly measure the seasoning, unlike Lawrence. He just throws it in by feeling.
Imagine a kid just being like, I like herbs. That's my favorite food. Tea! Girl, what's the tea? The elder brother.
Brother is such a gentleman. He's handsome, strong, and kind.
That's why during the masquerade there are so many...
It's not that I want to interfere with brother's relationships. Anyway, brother is kind and someone I am proud of.
Man. She's a good sister. She's like, I gotta vet all these people, make sure that they're worthy of my brother. Oh, did I do the alliance? I might have missed the alliance. I'm gonna check that after this. Welcome! Step right up! I arrived at the town square and heard the bustling of the crowd. There were people preparing for the masquerade and stalls selling to them. A lot of townsfolk had gathered. There's still time until my next job. I decided to look around the shops in the square. Ah, busy as usual, I see. I was mindful of saving money, so I wouldn't be buying anything, but looking around was fun in itself. They have so many different colors here and so many types. I stopped by a store selling cloth made with yarn of all kinds of colors. I rarely bought things like this, but I imagined using that cloth to decorate my room. Considering how much money I had, that dream would never become a reality, but imagining it was free. I was looking through the shops when I felt something brush by my chest.
Yay, I win!
Not fair! You had a head start!
Were those kids racing? It's a bit dangerous doing that here. I wondered if I should scold them for it, but then my eyes met with a girl with pouting cheeks.
Mister, don't you think he cheated too?
Huh? I wasn't cheating. Don't blame me when you're just slow.
What?
Hey, there's no need to say it like that. And don't run here, it's dangerous.
But...
No buts. You're friends, aren't you? Close enough friends to be racing with each other?
Well...
Don't say things that'll hurt your friends' feelings.
See? Now apologize!
You too. Don't say things like that. Now, what's a better way to say it?
Don't say things like that.
Fine, I won't say it anymore.
Good job, both of you. After I patted their heads, I noticed that our surroundings were eerily quiet. It seemed that the children noticed it too and started looking around. Hello? What's going on? There were some people who huddled close in whispers. I tried to follow their line of sight. Ah. And there I saw the Hawks. The Hawk Lord Olgar, Lugus, and a servant of theirs. I came at the wrong time, apparently. They were probably here to collect taxes, patrol the square, or maybe some other purpose. I didn't know the specifics, but either way, given the atmosphere, they weren't here simply to have a good time.
It's the Lord of the Hawks.
Hmm? The girl grabbed my sleeve and hid from Olgar behind me.
Mama said that you should never talk loudly in front of the Hawk Lord.
I see. Even small children are afraid of him. I perked my ears to try to hear their conversation. Thanks to how quiet the crowd was, it wasn't too difficult.
Haku, have you completed the planning proposal for this sector?
I'm sorry, it is not ready yet.
Hurry up. There's no time to waste.
Understood.
They're just having a conversation about administrative matters, but every time Olgar spoke, everyone stopped what they were doing. Everyone was afraid that they would offend him if they spoke. They were all afraid of being the next person he would call to. It was easy to see that they were all frozen in their tracks, twitching in fear. But the next one that was called out to was Lucas.
Lucas. Yes. Had there been any more delays since that incident?
I knew exactly what they were talking about. It was about the tax collection scuffle from the other day. I relived the cold, tense atmosphere in my mind. Olgar looked briefly at me before turning his sharp gaze to Lucas. Why do you remember me now?
There are no further issues.
Lucas answered with an expression devoid of emotion.
Then proceed with the matter of the masquerade. Understood? Yes, Father.
The conversation ended there. Olgar scanned the crowd and then left. The man called Haku followed him, while Lucas remained. The two were likely returning to their manor. Phew. I heaved a sigh of fatigue and relief. Whenever I saw Olgar around, it always felt like the air became thinner. I have a question. Does Francisca ever leave the manor? We've seen Olgar in town like numerous times, but we never see Francisca, at least as far as I've remembered so far. Trying to think if she's ever mentioned leaving the manor for anything. I did interact with tough people in my line of work, but he was on a completely different level. What's the matter? You can talk now.
But Lucas is still...
Huh? The atmosphere had lightened a little around the town square, but there was still some lingering tension.
Who is the responsible party of this shop? Where is the planning proposal?
It's not done yet.
Why? The deadline has already passed. There has not been a report of any delays.
We are having our own issues. The previous representative is bedridden, and we still have to come to an agreement with other sectors.
You had enough time to move forward with it.
I said I couldn't. Jeez. All you ever do is complain and act all high and mighty.
Weren't you the guy that was saying, like, you know, the Hawks are great people, I have a good life, and if the wolf lady ever did anything, I'd be upsetty spaghetti. And now you're like, you're so high and mighty, Mr. Hawk Boy. Pick a lane, sir.
You keep taking on money with your taxes, so we're desperate in making a living here. We can't do everything you're asking.
Yeah, you just decided everything on your own and forced it on us.
Say that one more time.
Lucas's lowered voice seemed to freeze everyone around him. Oh, a Lucas CG, hello.
You can't. Then let me phrase it as a question. Who owns this town?
Damn.
Who moves this town? Don't tell me you don't know. If you had a problem, you had ample opportunity to report it. I didn't tell you to not have problems. I told you to report it. As long as you live in this town, that is your duty.
You say that now, but you just blame us anyway, like you're doing now.
Don't make assumptions. Father desires to follow proper procedures. These plans were necessary for the masquerade. You are not the one to decide that. It is Father who makes the decisions.
He spoke nonchalantly, but Lucas had an overbearing aura about him. The wolves were at a loss for words. What Lucas said seemed to be logical.
Complete it as soon as possible, and report to me within the day. Understood?
Lucas turned around to leave before they had a chance to respond. He headed south to leave the square, and our eyes met along the way. What is it with you and our eyes meeting, huh? He saw that I was an onlooker. I quickly turned away, but it was too late. I thought he would say something, but he vanished without a word. I was just browsing the shop, so there was no reason for him to say anything to me. But despite that, I felt tense like the other townspeople did. After Olgar and Lucas left, the square returned to its normal bustling. The atmosphere is so different when the hawks are around. Do the people here realize that? Although the way they can command respect everywhere might not be a bad thing. While I was starting to trail off in thought, the two children called out to me.
What were the shopkeepers and Lucas fighting about?
Fighting? That didn't look like a fight to me.
But they looked mad. Who should apologize to who?
That's difficult to say. When you grow up, there are things that aren't always as clear-cut.
What do you mean by clear cut? Are they fighting because they're grown-ups? They're fighting even though they're grown-ups?
There are times when grown-ups have a harder time getting along. It's really strange.
Oh.
I didn't know what else I could say. There are things children can do much more easily. Human relationships were difficult. There was constant opposition between the wolves and the hawks. To the kids, all that was meaningless. I wonder when it all changed.
Whatever. Let's play shop.
Sure!
We could learn a lot from the kids on how to change gears so quickly.